Can you speak up? I don't see the chat for a moment because I'm struggling to do the big easy presentation. Detach it, retouch it. Mark, are you the host here? Okay, Mark, do you hear me okay? Please, I can't get the slides up on the screen. Any idea? I've reattached and attached the presentation HUD. I selected the class. I select the class name to load into the classroom display. Here it is. Loading slide data for virtual world BE 20. Please wait. Prepared for class. Click on the slides and nothing happens. Who was the last speaker? That was, here we go, okay. It doesn't seem to be on the main screen though. Gemma, can you assist? Lavon said she would be here. She's coming. Well, detaching, retouching, just to make sure.
Hi, Heike. It's Lorraine. How can I help you?
Hi, Lorraine. Hi. I've got this presentation hard, the Rook one here. We've tested it out finally.
Does. You just need to select the channel. So attach your HUD.
It's done the channel now. It seems.
Okay. You just needed to select the channel and then select the class.
Could you have a look why this does it? The one in the middle should really change as well, right? So do you see the slide on the right hand side? Just the slide number 2. So I click on slide number 2 Oh, now it does it. Oh, finally.
Yeah.
Okay, it's doing it. Good. Ready to go.
It was just messing around with you.
It's been messing around for a while now.
You have had a messy day.
I have some presentation day today.
Okay, so you're good to go
Thank
now?
you so much. We're good to go. Is there anything who would join me here on stage of people who are part of this team? Yes, please, Helena. Join me, or Annalisa. We have to get Annalisa here, by the way. Where is she? Okay. Oh, did we add Annalisa to as friend? No, I don't have her as friend. So, UT Peter, excellent. Thank you so much. Ready to go? Stream team is rolling. Thank you very much, and a warm welcome to the Immersive Language Learning in Virtual Worlds session. Here, I'm delighted to be co-presenting with Helena Galani, here to my left, and with Annalisa Di Piero, who is soon here, and with Jennifer, who will be doing the transcribing of the text for everyone. She is our, Speak Easy helper assistant. Thank you so much for being here, and also thanks very much to Nicholas Humphreys, who's doing the live streaming, and he's doing this under quite interesting circumstances, so I'm really, really grateful. Allow me to tell you what we will do in the next hour. I would like to present to you the results of our 5-week workshop in January this year. Hi, Asen Robles from Spain. Lovely to see you on the live stream. I would like then to pass over the word to Helena, who will be doing, who will present to us her work she does in virtual world, and she works a lot with children. And then we will also have Annalisa Di Piero tell us a little bit about the work she does in Edmondo, again, an OpenSim installation that she's been working with. Is Annalisa, if you don't mind, perhaps, oh yeah, Annalisa, unfortunately, we couldn't get a third chair here on the main stage. Perhaps if you wanted to sit down in the main auditorium, when it is your turn, I will leave the seat and then you can sit down, if that's okay. May I just ask in the audience, everyone is hearing me okay? Thank you so much. And thank you, Jennifer. Jennifer has been working as part of the team in the 5-week workshop. And let me tell you about the workshop first, what we did. We said, we educators, we wanted to know how many virtual worlds, well, what kind of virtual worlds are out there, and which ones of the virtual worlds are actually suitable for language teaching and learning. We are mostly language educators, but in this workshop, which was the TESOL organized EVA sessions workshops, there were 150 participants, mostly English teachers, but also other educators. And we engaged in over 20 live sessions with that one and only question that we had, which was, which of the 3D solutions out there are suitable for language teaching and learning? And how can we decide to do so? We wanted to provide an overview of the wide variety of different worlds, and we wanted to do that before we actually delve into the virtual world, because every so often it is a big investment of time and resources to get to know one of these virtual worlds. So we wanted to know which one is actually just warrant our investment of time in getting to know it. A beautiful team of 8 moderators, 150 participants, and this was, as I said, in the framework of TESOL America's EVO sessions, which is usually attended by some 3,000 teachers worldwide. What we wanted to do is we wanted to look at these, but what we did is we didn't actually join and enter the virtual worlds, but we had people who knew about certain environments come and join us in Zoom, share their screen, and explain us all about it. Amongst others, we had Leah Lobo around, who is who's a real expert in virtual worlds. Then Leah Lobo, who Dr. Cynthia Calone, who many of you know, being a virtual World of Warcraft expert, she presented to us. World of Warcraft, and we looked over her shoulder as she demonstrated to us her environment, and she showed us the many different alleys she had. She also explained us about certain studies supporting that language learning takes place. And we did this with quite a number of people. And Gord Holden, for example, showed an active world. A New Zealand teacher demonstrated co-spaces. And in that time, we then filled in that evaluation rubric, which we came up with. And we just simply asked quite a number of questions like, well, is that virtual world free of charge? If not, how much does it cost? Or what are the system requirements? Can you enter it without a headset, or do you need a headset, like an Oculus Rift? Then not only what the system requirements are, does it run on a mobile phone? Does it run only on a PC? Is it browser-based? Does it work on an iPad? And then more so, we were interested in what can you actually do there? What kind of activities can you do there? Can you voice? Can you text? Can you role play? Can you customize avatars? Can you customize the environment? We looked at things that are missing even. We looked at different, the evaluation rubric is lengthy, and we filled in that rubric as we went along over the period of 5 weeks, looking at a total of 13 solutions while discussing some 18 in total. And then even after evaluating the different virtual worlds, we then went on to TriSider and put down the pluses and the minuses of each of the worlds. And then we decided to have a look which would be our top 5. It sounds easy enough, but to come to the top 5, that took us quite some time and quite some interesting discussions. The sessions were attended to really nicely, so we had lovely discussions amongst us educators. And if I gave you now the TriSider with the complete results, you would know already which one is the top number 1. And of course, when I now go through the slides and explaining you more of each of the solutions, I've got 18 different ones in question, then we will count down from 18. We don't start with number 1, we'll just make it more exciting. And later on, I will give you the TriSider link so that you can also look up how many voted and what kind of arguments there were placed. 18, yes. So we will go down 18 from, we also have number 19. Now it's the honorable mention, I would say, because sadly, High Fidelity closed. Just as we were, closed in November, we had the session in January, so we first of all thought of it. Number 18 turned out to be Sanzar, interestingly. but not because it's a beautiful, beautiful world and it's really large, but because Sansar mainly is geared towards entertainment. As many of you know, there's also almost no chance of being able to customize the environment easily. The environment, you have to know quite a bit of building skills in Maya and other Blender and stuff, but also customizing one's own avatar is also not so easy. Anyway, we more or less turned it down because of being very, very marketing oriented towards the entertainment industry or the graphics, arts kind of industry. And also it wasn't very populated. It's a beautiful world though. And we know it was sold to Wookiee, and that announcement came in about 2 days ago. So it also caught me by surprise. Number 17, that was Facebook Spaces. And for Facebook Spaces, which only worked with the Oculus Rift, I purchased an Oculus Rift and I purchased a really fast computer. This both had to be. It took me quite a bit of money and also a lot of time recalibrating the Oculus Rift every single time when I wanted to use it. Eventually, I ended up this beautiful table. Well, I tried to find somebody with whom I could share this VR experience, and even that was difficult. Some clients asked me to demonstrate Facebook Spaces, and I couldn't even find somebody at a distance who would do that with me, because nobody owned a Rift, not a fast PC. And on top of that, I kind of messed up with the calibrator because I took this thing to conferences. So at least I could sort of see what the people, when they were using it, sort of had problems with. And eventually I ended up with the table raised quite high. I couldn't even get to the reset buttons of that table in Facebook Spaces. And I thought I'm clever, would climb up some stairs in order to get to these buttons to reset that table. I never got it reset. Honestly, I don't know how I messed it up. It was funny though. Okay, number 16, but still not out completely. Facebook Horizon, which is still in beta. And this is the funny world where people don't have legs. Well, we don't know what it's like. It looks very sort of Disney-ish, Disney World-ish. Also, we couldn't find anybody who would showcase to us Fortnite. We really wanted to know Fortnite. We asked around everyone, please, can you show us Fortnite? And nobody, even though it's played by 230 million players worldwide, mostly teams, we couldn't find anybody. Same like with Mozilla Hub. Mozilla Hub is the only browser-based solution as VR social worlds out there. VR enabled, but it's also just, you can access it just via the browser. Beautiful. Oh, Tim says he's experiencing the same. Voice is buffering. Oh, is anybody hearing me okay, or is my voice fine? That might be on the screen. Okay. I'm breaking on a bit. Okay. Trying to be more focused, not playing around so much. their English talking to a chatbot. Only a startup. I don't think it ever went beyond the pilot phase. I mean, if you go to Steam, you don't find a second or a third version of it. And as I said, it was just a game. But what we found interesting was the chatbot idea. The language learner is absolutely beautiful. Oh, here comes number. Where comes the number? Oh, friend base. Oh, that's gorgeous. Friend base. Thank you so much. Friend base is an app. It does run on a PC, it runs on a mobile phone. It's a cute little app. You can just start the app and you're in a 3D environment and you can start chatting to people. It's very good. Does anybody of you know Friend Base? Have you ever tried it? Yeah, sorry, Kim, 13 to 15 you were missing on the stream. Let me just recap what it was. 15 was Fortnite, 14 was Mozilla Hub, 13 was Play to Speak, a single-player game with a nice chatbot, and we're now number 12. Does that catch you out there? I know the stream was off for a moment. The friend base is cute, but it doesn't have a lot of good reviews. You're welcome, Tim. Good reviews because, I mean, it only has like 3.3 of 5. Even though it's been downloaded many hundreds of thousands of times. And the reason is because there's no moderation of the chat. So there is a lot of foul language, and there's a lot of sexually induced language, and there's a lot of chatting up. You can private chat with each other. So there's a lot of hooking on and whatever you call it. In this chat, Karen, not. No, I'm just watching the stream. Yeah, and then we're number 11. Is Immersive Online, and that was really interesting because a friend of mine, Lukas Palacek from the Czech Republic, came up with this as a startup from America. They created this Unity-based 3D solution, and what they did was they actually added content in the 3D world, which was specially designed for language learning. So there were dialogues, there were also like scripts with kind of first read the dialogue and interact with it. Interestingly, the teachers didn't have to have a headset to be in this world, but the students did, and the students had to use Oculus Quest. And unless they had the Oculus Quest preloaded by the company in America, they wouldn't be able to use this virtual world. And it turned out it wasn't a platform, it was a 3D world with what we thought was great content and beautiful 3D imagery, great variety, customize the avatar. There was, funny enough, was no text chat, no free text chat. You could do the question and answers with the interface, yes, and with the teacher, but no free questions. And then it was later on found out that they're interested more in selling language classes and not really selling language learning solution. Well, for us it was interesting to see, well, if we had really a lot of money, what could we possibly get in a 3D sort of version of things? If we could dream up our perfect language learning environment, would it look like Immersive Online? Well, some of us said, yeah. Number 10, and we're now getting nearer to the solutions that you probably also know. And perhaps if you could write in text chat whether you know of Altspace or you've been in there, because from now onwards, a lot of environments are familiar to us. So if you could just type in the text chat, yes, I've been in Altspace, and yes, actually the VR educators are in Altspace and they meet regularly. And That's how we know it. And it's quite nice, to be honest. I never liked the stickiness of the avatars, but they're customizable. Chat works fine. You can meet, you can talk, and it's been going on a long time. Even though the graphics are poor, but there's really strong communities in old space. And as I said, it's been going for years. Yeah. So here we come to our VR chat, number 9. Has anybody of you tried out VR chat? Yes, James says yes. And how did you like it? Anybody else tried out VR chat? Apparently some 100 million users, 40% of whom are using VR headsets. It's funny because VR chat doesn't have a chat. No text chat. All you can do is speak in the solution, which is interesting because for language learning, something where you just need to speak and you can't even type is cool. So, and the funny thing about VR chat is it's so popular because VR chat is really funny. You can't customize the environment very much. I mean, you get your own space and you can go to places, but the funny thing about VR chat is that you can customize your own Abby and really easily and really funny, and there's lots of creators in there who create with a special software development kit. They create really funny avatars, and what you can do there, you can look at an avatar and you think, oh, I like that one, and you can click on that avatar and you can say copy. And this made me change from a bear to a frog to a chicken to a medieval knight, and within minutes. It was so funny, and it's awfully funny. It's just so hilarious. If you look at YouTube streams of VR chat, you find one where the characters are just nothing but laughing. It's really cool. Anybody else tried VR chat? Dania, have you been in there? Yes, that is really cool. I like it. And so, of course, yes, I think for language learning is great, but as there are quite a few kids in there, you can hear from their voices, the youngsters of 12, 13, 14, and just play around. There are also adults, and we don't know the minimum age. Oh, next one. We're number 8 now. Science Space. Oh, we love Science Space. Yes, sidearm. Have you been in Science Space? Who of you has been in Science Space? Well, we all should know it because Science Space, the developers of Science Space, Adam Philp, he was one of the very first external Lindens in the core development. And they were the founding developers of OpenSim. Then they've been working in OpenSim, they've been working in OpenSim for years, and then 7, 8 years ago they started using Unity, and what they did cleverly now is they kind of used Unity. You have to have Unity as a software to import landscapes and buildings and everything. But you can import OAR files, which are OpenSim files, obviously. OAR files with a special plug-in from Science Space for Unity. And similarly, then you can in 3D space, Science Space, they managed to create kind of an overlay of the Unity environment that allows people to interact with objects. So it's a little bit limited, but it's very, very cool. And it's been in each of the 3 years, they've done great. They've done VR enabled, then they've done mobile phones, work on these interfaces, and they said they will come out of beta in April, May this year with quite a new set of features. And they are the most promising, well, I would say, kid on the block for a long time. I've been looking at it. We're running out of chairs, it looks like. Thank you, Jazz. Thank you so much for subscribing. Anybody know Science Base? People around it, of course, you must know. So, and the next one. Of course, you can see the preview always from what's there. Vivina, a very interesting solution. It's a complete university type of space free. You can go in there and just form little work groups, and the display mechanisms is very much like a cool Adobe Connect or Zoom, because you can easily upload, show slides, whiteboards, documents, Google documents you can work on together, have some whiteboard tools together, create breakout rooms. So the facilitation of class management and the presentation tools is really, really cool. It's very slick, very corporate looking. Not really aimed to be university style, but yeah, it's very cool. So be that. If you want to really sort of become a subscriber, things and just start at $200 a month. I don't know, US or Europe, but it's quite expensive. So now we are getting number 6, we're down. What do you think is number 1, everyone? Keep thinking, what is number 1? So number 6, actually 6 I think should be higher up, but well, we've also noticed, James is doing a good guess here. Which one is number 1? Minecraft is definitely not on the list, because the children, we in language learning, children are a beautiful target group that we would like to reach. And we've done with the Gwyn project a lengthy piloting phase of 9 months with several schools. We're very, very happy with the results. Sadly, I mean, thanks to Minecraft Edu, schools are picking it up. But I'm saying sadly, because still people, especially parents, are against the game-like environment of this solution. But it's fantastic, yes. So K-12 couldn't agree with you more, Jess. So number 5, what is number 5? Well, probably because of Lear, because she told us so much about World of Warcraft. Her presentation just blew everyone away. But it's also quite involved to work it. Yes, there's a group of educators in there. Not sure about the language learning part. And yes, we loved it, but it still is a handful to get to know it. We also looked at the classic World of Warcraft, which is very, very good use to roleplay, and so it's very similar to what we know in Second Life to be. World of Warcraft Classic's been around, just recently been re-put on the market. Obviously, this is how the first users of World of Warcraft remember things, but as I said, it came out, I think, last year again, the Classics version. Yeah, I'm sorry I'm not keeping very much to the script. Sorry, Beth. That. And here we come with number 4 already in the field of what solutions we really, really, really enjoyed. CoSpace is based in Munich, and I approached them for some demonstration because we wanted to get to know it. And they eventually said, okay, well, for 9 p.m. European times, the only way we can give you a presentation is by getting somebody from CoSpaces in New Zealand. So they had a teacher for whom it was 9 o'clock in the morning. join us, and he gave us a presentation, and it was absolutely adorable. The interesting thing about Ghostplaces is it is a single-player game if you start to play it, but it's a multiplayer game when you are in the creation phase. So students, and there's a free version around for one teacher and 29 students, they can collaborate on their different iPads and work together to create things. It has coding capabilities, like Scratch, very sort of basic coding capabilities. It has merge cube capabilities. It is AR and VR enabled. It runs on a mobile phone. It runs on an iPad. It's absolutely brilliant. It really is cool. And then Annalisa, she said, "Oh, look, I've tried Ghostplaces with my students, and we found the amount of objects you can use to create 3D environments is very limited in the free version. What can we do?" And the teacher in New Zealand showed her how to go on through a browser-based search in Ghostplaces, go to sites like 3D Warehouse or Unity Asset Store as well. I can't remember, but in quite a few 3D objects. And through that, you can import them. Yes, you can search for 3D objects online, import them, and then have a fantastic set of objects available for building. It is brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Oh, and not surprising, comes number 3 now. An environment we all love, obviously, very much. Second Life. And we were pleased to hear about Goldberg's, and I have to step a little bit my presentation now. Pleased to hear Goldberg's comments yesterday when he said they sold Sansar to the startup Wookie, and they're very happy with Second Life, and we want to refocus to Second Life. And the one thing yesterday during the keynote with Ebbe and Pat Linden was there was an interesting question by Kaylee asked, so what about shared media? And as much as we love Second Life, and every one of us really lives it and adores it, this is my home. The one thing I can say is it's a nightmare to upload a presentation. And I don't have to tell you about UID numbers that you put in a note card in the presentation hub, and then you have to pay for Linden. And oh, no, I don't go into this one. Okay. Oh, very, very good question, Solina Astral, about trolls and griefers, and also the security aspect. We looked in our evaluation definitely a lot. One of the big questions we wanted to find out, is it safe for our learners? Yeah. There's no straight answer to that, but there were quite a few words that were very conducive for language learning for the youngsters. And we know griefers in Second Life is an issue. Also adult sites. So active worlds, Gord Holden showed us, and some of us tried it, and we think it's something like the OpenSim with an added feature set. It's fantastic for language learning, one of which is it's very easy to use text in this 3D environment. And it could be as simple as labeling objects, yeah? Active Words is actually almost as old as SL, but the difference, I come to that, why we will come to our number one. It is run by a company, and Active Words is still strong and going for many, many years, and lots of people have invested their time. What is very easy in Active Words is that you can, from a huge asset store within Active Worlds, you can take objects and easily copy them, modify them, and make them your own out of an inventory of some extensive proportions. Yeah. So to create large landscapes full of objects, from furnitures to buildings to a whole village, is very easy in Active Worlds. And as I said, also vocabulary training, vocabulary drills, boards that display explanations for this. I could go on because we have now number one, and this is, well, one of the reasons we decided OpenSim is number one, even though Active Worlds was really that tick better and nicer and sweeter, was because with OpenSim, we do not run into the problem of that somebody might decide to fold the company. You know, Active Worlds closes the company, all the worlds disappear. When Google Lively closed Google Lively, all of the Lively rooms disappeared. When Sunzor has been I'm just exaggerating. High Fidelity is closed. I mean, how many people invested time in it? So it's always a company-owned solution, which is a big issue, whereby with OpenSim, it's open source, and yes, there are companies hosting it, and there's Kitely and Craftworld and Hypergrid and Market and Locadia and you name it, providers. But it's not the fear that this will disappear. It's almost like Moodle will be there because it's OpenSim. So this is why it's our number one. Outworlds, yes, another provider, yes, and it's our number one because of being so similar to Second Life, very flexible in timing. And now I will pass over to the very person who uses OpenSim, Helena Galani, and she will be before I still have to share the tri-sider results. This is our top five. Number one is OpenSim. Number two is Active Worlds. Number three, Live. And top five I have to look up. Yeah. Helena, over to you. Thank you very much for listening.
Thank you, Heike. I hope you can hear me well, everyone. Hi, I'm Helena in real life, in Azure in Second Life, and on Kitely I'm professional.
I'm afraid we have not very good audio from you. Sorry. Is anybody else hearing the voice a little bit?
Loud.
No, it's just very sort of bandwidth-wise. It seems quite broken up, echoey, choppy, bit of distortion. You want to try it again, Helena?
Yes. Sure. I hope you can hear me better. Is that any better now? If I put my sound a little. Hello?
It might settle. I mean, it seems bandwidth related, but it might settle. Go ahead.
It is breaking up a little bit, perhaps. The line. Well, let me say a few things. First of all, I've been using Kitely. The island I have from Kitely is called ELT Treasure Island, and I use it especially for my younger learners because it is a safer place to be.
Sorry, Helena. So it's not working. Is there a chance you could let Annalisa go first, because truly speaking, her slides came first.
Sure.
And
Okay.
And maybe Annalisa, if you want to come up first, and then maybe by that time, Helena's voice will be. Go ahead. I'm moving. I get up. Let you get the stage.
No, but you can stay there if you want. I can talk.
Keep going. I'm showing you slides.
Okay.
Okay. As you can see, Edmondo is a virtual world.
We hear you fine, Victor. I was just wondering whether it's at my end or not. Annalisa,
Yes, tell me.
can you speak? I've got your slide up. Talk about it, Mondo. We didn't hear you for a moment. Can you keep going?
Hello, everyone. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
I can go on. Okay, I was saying that it's possible to use many methodologies working this board. For example, the problem solving, the learning by doing, and the game-based methodology. So it's a way to use to work with the students in an interactive way. As maybe you can see here, there are many words where it's possible to learn, to motivate our students, to include the students, also the students who suffer of physical problems or are fewer abilities students. The students can cooperate when they are inside the ward in a peer-to-peer strategy. They can be creative, as you can see in this slide. This is a word created by a math teacher, and the students can build, can create objects, and also learn a very simple string of coding. They also can play role-playing, can learn new vocabulary, new grammar structures, can be very creative. So the teacher in this word, in the math word, compared the math, this subject that is always very difficult for the students, with artistic works, with paintings, with works taken by the heart. Also, it was possible in another word that is called Atterot. Please, can you go on with the slide? Yes, in Atterot, the student made research about their old city that is called Mestre near Venice, because in the school there are a lot of immigrants that didn't know about the city. So this was a way to make them learn about old traditions, but also old places of the city. So it was a way to share knowledge and to make the students living in a more collaborative way. Then we can also see the slide that is called the Beni Maclet. That is my region, my land. I teach English, so the students can practice storytelling, can practice conversation, speaking, because there are many activities that they can do there. They can play games like a memory game or other mazing. For example, you can see in the slide, in the picture, there is a maze. They can open the doors only if they answer to the correct questions about, for example, grammar structures. And they also can have conversation and revise the language. They can also build object, as I told you before, and make the object moving thanks to strings of code, because inside the object there are scripts. Coding, part of coding. So in Italy, there are many teachers who use, who make
I think we may have lost you.
The last sentence we heard was teachers can make.
Teachers can develop their lessons in Word because they work with the students in IT laboratories, and the students can access the words without using their own private account, because they are enrolled by the teachers with the teachers' account. So it's very, very safe and very useful, and the students are always so excited and they like it a lot.
That's wonderful. Thank you very, very much. And perhaps we can also listen to Helena, what she's been doing in virtual worlds.
I hope that sounds better now. I hope you can hear me better now. Well, I find the projects using Immersive Heike for my young and teenage language learners indispensable. I use Second Life for adults, but I'd like to focus on OpenSim tonight. And, well, through the gradual approach, focus is placed on learner needs, diverse styles and modalities to provide a tailored model of education, as I see it. In virtual worlds, especially OpenSim, which is a safe place for my younger learners, and it doesn't cost much to me to upload. It doesn't actually cost anything to upload my material. I used a varied approach, which is more towards differentiated instruction. Whether I fit my classes, I blend them, or I teach online directly into OpenSim, with very realistic but also more surreal activities, simulations, and game-based instruction. We inspire learner creativity, lateral thinking, and non-dogmatic differentiated instruction. My students are able to even build themselves, insert scripts in their objects, and use Heike for language games, self-directed learning, scenario and participation, taking part in scenarios, role plays, chatting with bots, and use it for quests, treasure hunts, and what they find particularly useful is machine making. Whether this material is available on a learning management system or strictly on OpenSim, which is what I prefer. I prefer having a skybox for my students to go and practice for asynchronous learning or for synchronous learning in order to consolidate live and language skills, such as speaking, writing, even writing. The starting point may be speaking, but it all ends up towards producing written paper, because most of these classes are exam orientated, mind you. All students are asked to take part in examinations, formal examinations, in order to prove their mastery of the language based on a common European framework of reference for languages. I've made available some pictures and a machinima that you can find in the chat, I think, where you can go and look at some examples, some pictures of my Heike Treasure Island, EOT Treasure Island. Based on this little statistical research that we carried out, we realized that OpenSim is ideal for ages 10 to 16. It is quite rich in terms of material, and there is a lot that students can create, as I said before, not only the teacher. Also, the marketplace offers a variety of material that can be used. In order to save time, it doesn't compare to the plethora of material available on Second Life in the marketplace, but that needs a lot of filtering, and I can't get younger students in. It's impossible. I need them to be safer and protected. Second, I find Open Simulator and Kindly not cheaper. For me, it only costs around about 14 to 15 US dollars a month for one sim, for one island. For my students, it's completely free. NPSCs can be programmed as chatbots. And the point is, the issue is that if you decide to have a type of a holodeck, then that's going to have to be handmade. And it is a non-commercial sort of island, as I use it. I don't know if you use Kindly. Anybody in our audience, do you use Kindly? Could you type in? If you do, how many of you use Kindly for their lessons? Nobody? There are a lot of islands. You do? Mm-hmm. Yeah? Well, lovely. There are lots of islands, especially for language teaching purposes. And you can have multiplayer or single player scenario. And you can adjust the control, and you can control the access of your students into these worlds. For me, using OpenSim Kindly for young students promotes self-directed learning. Students become more self-aware and self-motivated. They develop a critical reflection towards their learning. They also develop decision-making skills, metacognitive strategies, become more independent. They take risk as learners. Self-direction in learning refers to both the external characteristics of an instructional process and the internal characteristics of the learner, where the individual assumes primary responsibility for a learning experience. As Brockett and Hamster have cited, I'm citing Brockett and Hamster, 1991 here.
So much.
I know that we're running out of time, and
Yeah, we're having a little bit problems listening to you because of a bit of broken voice, but thanks to Jazz, who's been pasting some of the text in the text.
thank you, Jan. You've been doing a wonderful job today. Thank you. This is very useful.
And let's give, and now we should be leaving this venue soonish because the next.
Yes. So I'm going to pass the floor over to the next person. Thank you very much for listening to me.
Well, just if you have a question or two, please feel free to voice it in chat now. And also, you can also approach us directly in IM with questions. Otherwise, we're very happy if you join us on AP Nation, which is our language learning community, and we're thankful to Virtual Best Practice in Education that they made it possible for this second year now already a wonderful cooperation whereby we have a B languages strand in Virtual World Best Practice in Education. Oh, thank you, Daniel, for this question. How did you decide what a virtual world was? Oh, very good question. Anybody else knows? And another one, when will Live Lab release object counts and LI counts? What is that? Can you explain? Well, we figured it has to be a multiplayer. It has to use some communication like text and voice, even though we could do that in Discord as well, when it comes to Minecraft, for example. And this environment, we should be able to richly interact with the environment, building, collaborating, meeting. But to be honest, it was for us also the first time that we looked through just any solution out there and looked at, well, is it any good? And then made up our minds. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you very much. Yes, please turn around. I want to take a picture. Thank you. Thank you very much for coming on stage. Lovely. That is awesome. Ah, trying to get the right picture. You need to take a picture. Yes, come. Jennifer, please come and join us.
I'm trying, but it's a little difficult to navigate. The fall is long.
Oh, wow. Let me give you a TP. Oh, sorry.
Okay.
I can stand up, but you sit, guys. Come, I sit. And I stand at the back.
There's not a lot of room at the back of this thing. There's a decoration.